Okay. So another significant item for someone that doesn't have a business but a high net worth individual could be something like stock options. Okay, and when we stock options is probably one of the more trickier and less well known areas for family law litigation attorneys, and it's a situation where you need a very skilled, experienced forensic accountant because stock options, you're talking about when did they vest? Did they vest? Is there a vesting schedule? Is there a list of what are the conditions on these stock options? Is it a public company? Are these stock options for a private company? Now, how do you value stock options for a private company? There are ways to do it, but this is very detailed, and your attorney alone cannot do it. Even if you have an attorney that is some sort of financial expert, okay, the attorney is not the witness. The attorney cannot create the evidence and then be the witness testifying about it. So even if your attorney is a retired forensic accountant, okay, your attorney cannot be the witness. Having an attorney that is skilled in forensic accounting means that he knows how to work with, manage, and understand the forensic accountant, okay, direct the forensic accountant, and also examine the forensic accountant on the stand. Those are my strengths because I worked as a CPA for 10 years before I became a family law attorney. And I've been practicing law now for quite a long time. And before I started practicing law, and before I became a family law certified specialist, I worked as an accountant. And that accounting experience has made it easy for me to adapt to working with forensic litigation support accountants in my complex high net worth family law cases. And even in the less complex cases when we have simply the Moore Marsden interest in the family home, which is very, very common. Many, many cases have that. And you're not going to be able to go to trial, okay, without these type of analysis for the high net worth case. So in the case with just simply a Moore Marsden, sometimes we can estimate it to save you money, and if everybody wants to agree, we could settle your case that way, okay? But in many cases, we need to provide the detailed information to the forensic accountant for them to do a full community and separate property balance sheet analysis, or just one piece of the analysis, okay, one line item or two line items of a community and separate balance sheet, like for instance, the interest in the home of the Moore Marsden. What are these stock options worth? What is the business worth? Okay, so it's very important if you have a business, if you had a home that you purchased before the marriage, if you have a business that you started before the marriage, the type of business. Is it a real estate business? It is a manufacturing business? Is it a retail business? Okay. Is it a professional practice? It's very important for your attorney to be able to explain to you how are we going to employ the services of a forensic accountant, and what is that forensic accountant going to do? If your attorney is unable to explain that to you, you do not have the right attorney for a high net worth divorce case. And these are complex issues, and you should interview your attorney very carefully to make sure they fully understand this. Okay. So that's going to be it for today. I'll do additional videos where we'll get into more detail on different types of forensic litigation support analysis, for businesses, for homes, for standard of living, cash flow available. We'll talk more about that in future videos. But if you have a high net worth case, be very careful who you hire for an attorney. Ask them about their relationship with forensic accountants. Ask them to explain the costs involved in forensic accounting, and ask them why it would be necessary in your case. My name is Charles Green. I'm here in Los Angeles County, California, where I practice mostly in the Los Angeles County Superior Court system, doing complex divorces, and I would welcome the opportunity to discuss your divorce and your financial situation, and whether your case is a high net worth divorce case. And just one last point there, many high net worth divorce cases will be found and designated to be a complex litigation in the family law court. And that once it's found to be a complex litigation, it gives the court certain enhanced parameters in which to manage the case. So you should also ask your attorney how many of his cases are deemed complex by the family court system. Does your attorney even understand what a complex finding or designation in a family law litigation case mean, or when to ask for it, or when the court could on its own make that finding? All right. And again, my name is Charles Green. Give me a call, 213-387-4508, and I will talk to you on the phone. I will call you back and see if we're a good match for me to work with you and represent you in your complex family law, high net worth litigation case, which is the type of case that I excel in because of my accounting background. Thank you, and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye-bye.